Today, I want to present to the commissioners the actual ordinance that we've been pushing for, along with the names of those who signed on to the petition. Also have 6 pages of comments. The numbers as they sit, we had 2,551 total signatures. Of those, 1,185 are from Carbon. There is a variance of error with the website. It goes off of where your location is when you sign it. I started noticing because some of my neighbors, it had listed as Philly, that's where they work. So that number could be up another 100, 200. I don't know everyone in the county. To date, we have 5 municipalities who've signed on to this movement: Palmerton, Bowmanstown, Franklin Township, Penn Forest Township, and Lansford. Next, this coming month, Perryville, they're also going to be joining us. I have one borough, I don't want to give out names yet, just because they haven't made anything official. The mayor's issuing a proclamation. That'll put us at 7. I also have a couple documents, just kind of little teasers to know what's going on with this movement as a whole. There's over 1,100 counties, municipalities across the country that have signed on to this, along with the other papers about red flag laws, kind of explain what they are. It is a big push, especially with the Biden administration. Most people see it as a major threat. It voids your Fourth Amendment rights, a few others. But that's kind of all I have. Dr. Val, if you want to finish off.
I'm good.
Ready?
Comments?
Yeah, sure. Is it okay to take my mask off while I'm talking and addressing you? I mean, that's.
I prefer not because of the, I know, understand. I don't like it either.
Yeah, it's just kind of hard to talk publicly, but thank you again. My name is Dr. Val Fennell. I'm the Pennsylvania Director for Gun Owners of America. We've talked many times already.
Yeah.
I'm a retired Air Force colonel and a native son of this Commonwealth. I've been asked to speak on the behalf of the thousands of Carbon County residents who are asking the Board of Commissioners to adopt GOA's Second Amendment sanctuary ordinance, which is presented here today by Mr. Bell. Citizens of this county and counties across Pennsylvania are watching the news. They see what is happening in Washington, D.C. and what happened in Virginia, and don't want to be caught unprepared. Now, President Biden is aggressively attacking gun rights through administrative fiat. We all know this. He is calling for a regulation of pistol braces, registration of pieces of plastic and metal that could be made into firearms, and for red flag gun confiscation orders. Biden has also called on Congress to ban semi-automatic rifles. And here in Pennsylvania, we have legislation calling for red flag gun confiscation orders, criminalizing private transfer of firearms, punishing victims who have had their guns stolen, and creating mandatory lock up your safety laws that would restrict access to a homeowner's guns when they needed it the most. And it doesn't stop there. There are also bills filed in the legislature to end the Castle Doctrine and others that would require registration of firearms and bans on semi-automatic rifles. Make no mistake about it, if the legislature in Pennsylvania flips to the anti-gun party, then we'll be facing the exact same thing as Virginia did. We'll end up being worse than New York or New Jersey. What we're asking is that this Board of Commissioners stand up for the constitutional rights of law-abiding Pennsylvanians should they come under attack from an anti-gun legislature. When the state or federal government starts violating the constitutional rights of citizens, then it is perfectly legitimate for lower-level officials to stand in the gap to protect the people. Unfortunately, I have learned that the board is considering a resolution, which is just an empty statement. That's a little surprising given the number of people who signed the petition and the emails you've received from constituents. Some have criticized that GOA's say-so, or Second Amendment sanctuary ordinance, violates the state firearms preemption law. That's not correct. Our ordinance does not regulate firearms and violate the preemption law, but rather prevents the enforcement of unlawful acts. And that's a big difference. The say-so has really nothing to do with preemption. And please tell me why elected officials and their appointees should have sovereign immunity protection when they violate the rights of their citizens. If they do that, then they should be sued for using their official position under color of law to deprive citizens of their rights. So really, all we're asking is for you to uphold your oath of office when you swore to defend the constitutions of Pennsylvania and the United States. And that means standing in the gap and refusing to cooperate with any laws that violate your citizens' rights. Many people here will be disappointed if you adopt a resolution instead of GOA's ordinance. So I would ask that you adopt the Second Amendment sanctuary ordinance and not a meaningless resolution. Thank you very much.